The event is leading up to the shooting itself, and response afterward just doesn't.
I'd like to say hello to the mayor. Thank you for having me, council, everybody else is here, supporters, everybody, all the other families. We saw with our own eyes how our son James Rivera was gunned down and killed by Stockton police. We ask that this situation remain a non-violent investigation for us all as people. You know, this is the old saying, they said, together we stand, divided we fall.
That's right.
And our community is falling. Thank you.
And about that time, my brother fell dead. And as I went to the hospital to visit him, on my way out of the hospital, I got a new phone call from Stockton. Said your nephew just been shot in the head. And then I preached his funeral, and I turned around today. Yes, sir, I got to preach his funeral.
Yes, sir.
If you all can do anything,
Yes, sir.
let's help set justice in place.
Yes, sir.
No? Monty Kazuma, you're next.
And number 5, we need an overhaul of the culture that exists amongst this police department.
Yes.
I myself, personally, Ms. Johnson, had a conversation with you when you were going through the process of hiring the police chief, and I told you, there is something wrong with this police force in Stockton, California, and you need to bring someone independent that can change the culture within this police department.
Yes.
Thank you.
We have the same guys from the same police department. You can't get a different result with the same recipe.
Come on.
I'll say this last statement. Also on June 8th, I ended with, I hope you will bring a resolution to these matters. The hope is gone. Now we demand it. We will be back.
Thank you.
Second of all, speaking of the same officer that broke a model in this community, I had a conversation with him. I said, you're giving this young man a ticket for not having a light on a bike when it's still light outside. Right after you guys murdered some young man.
Yeah.
And his response was, that was like 9 hours ago. This is from your guys' police department. So if there is no problem, you guys see no problem with that, don't act. But there is definitely a problem with that. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm speaking on behalf of Yvette.
All right.
She couldn't make it. She's still in traffic. So I'm here. She called me to come here and be in solidarity and support with the victim family. Because I know how they feel, what they're going through right now. 3 weeks ago, my family was killed by a police officer in the city of Berkeley also. So I know how they feel. And I'm here to support you guys. And if you guys need anything from them, let us know. And that's all I gotta say.
See is Tanya Ward-Handy. Tanya?
You know, and so I come here today because what do I say when my children get in trouble? How do they live their life? How are they going to depend on the police? You know, when they get in trouble or things in school. 2 of my children have been kicked out of school, exposed. 2 10-year-olds exposed from the Lincoln Unified School District. I am a mother, a struggling mother. I am on welfare. My past, I've had a past, but I've changed. You know, and so therefore, I don't see why that someone can just sit back and let something happen and get a life taken that they haven't given. You know, what happened to leaning back on the Bible, where God has created us, the creation that He has made us in the light in the image of Him. You know, just because the police wear badges, just because they're supposed to protect. My children, my little baby is 1 year old crying out for this child that has got killed. I'm here today. I got on the bus to come here today and speak for this child. My heart is hurting and crying out for this child. You know, and I don't know who to lean on. I don't know who to, you know, tell my children that are going to protect them when someone is hurting them. My daughter has been, you know, harassed and things by the police. And, you know, I say, you know, we just need justice. We need peace. We need for, you know, the transit systems, they're everything. We don't have nobody to depend on. They forcing 30 children at a time in a classroom, and then they kick them out because they can't teach them. You know, what about us? Think about us. Think about this mother that has to go home and she doesn't have her child with her anymore. You know, I mean, what are we supposed to lean on? You know, somebody got to get to it fast.
Ms. Ward, thank you, please. The next speakers in line are Sammy Nunez.
Mayor Johnson, City Council, thank you. If they're used against any one of us that's speaking right here, right now, we will be back. We should not feel like we are being, that's extortion. That's what that is, when you're using these resources to hold a community hostage like that. So we're just here to say, look, we're going to be watching, we're going to be observing, and we're going to stand in solidarity with the family. So please, another thing that we need to stop immediately is using those resources, the dwindling resources we have, to vilify this young person or to vilify anybody else that speaks out.
Yes, that's right.
That's unacceptable. That can't happen. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Insurance, and this is my conclusion. This is why I came here. The answer is to...
Uncle Thomas said this, the state Supreme Justice. He said, you're trying to dissuade me because you want to keep me down. You want to keep me in my place because I'm an uppity black man. And he said, this is a high-tech lynching. And I'm here to tell you, you sure did high-tech lynch Johnny Ford.
Thank you, Mr. Williams.
Don't wrap it up there, but see, the thing is, they have put you and the rest of you in an embarrassing situation, and I think you need to look into it because you know you didn't keep enough police on force. Some of them got cut off, so it might be some of their friends. Then again, while you're sitting up telling us about this one young little boy weighing 110 or 15 pounds, soaking wet, they was afraid of him in a car by the side of his sister, just 2 or 3 inches taller than her. So let me ask you. You set up this committee. That's what we're asking for. We don't want the police department to invest. We don't want the highway patrol or the sheriff department because every one of them been involved in a shooting like by what? By the car rolling back.